Not done.
You're not done?
Shh. Hey beautiful people, welcome back to my channel. So today's video, this look is featuring none other than the Jaclyn Hill palette. It took about 3 restocks, but I finally got my hands on it. And first impressions are as follows. The colors are absolutely beautiful. The shimmers, they're like butter. The mattes look fabulous. I have not swatched all of the shades. I have not used all of the shades, but I just filmed this look for you guys. And the colors that I did use, like I said, they blend like butter. They're very smooth. The pigmentation was fabulous. So yeah, so far so good. I'm impressed though. I got this bad boy. While I was ordering this, I was looking on the site and I realized that Morphe came up with like a few more concealers. Like I knew they had some concealers, but then I saw some different ones. So I actually grabbed the darkest shade that they had, Tiramisu. And I'll just show you guys real quick what it's looking like. Yeah, Tiramisu. So I use that to contour. I like it. I don't really have any qualms. Of course, they can always go darker and deeper, but that's not too shabby. It blended out fabulously. What else? Yeah, so if you're interested in seeing how I create this look, then just keep on watching. Thanks.
All right, beautiful people, so let's jump right into this tutorial. I honestly didn't know what look I was going for when I filmed this. I was kind of just freestyling, so yeah. I'm looking at all these beautiful shades, and I'm going to go ahead and use the shade Roxanne as a transition shade. And I quickly found out that these shades are very pigmented, which is fabulous. A little bit goes a long way. So Roxanne is like, it's a nice, like earthy, it's like a deep orange with kind of like a brown undertone to it. So I'm applying that all over my crease, and I do have hooded eyes, so I'm making sure that I bring it above that crease so that it shows. And I'm just gonna work this color in using windshield wiper motions, putting that all over my crease, and again making sure that I bring it up high enough so that it shows. So next I'm gonna go in with the shade, I believe it's Hunt. I'm gonna go in with Hunt's next, which is just a brighter orange shade, and I'm going to place that right underneath and kind of overlapping as well, but more so a little bit lower than I placed Roxanne, and just bring that all the way over as well. It's going to help just to create transitions and a flow, so there's no harsh lines in between the shades. Next, I'm going to go in with a shimmer shade. It's called Obsessed. It's so beautiful, guys. Like, I just went ahead and used my finger because I figured it would be easy to blend, and it was. That was me just like surprised at just how smooth and how buttery it felt, and it just literally glid across my my eyes. So I'm using my finger first just to pop a good just to pop some color on my eyelid first. Then I'm taking this small brush. I don't even know like what brand this brush is, where it came from. It's just a really small, dense brush. And I'm kind of using it to create like a soft cut crease. I didn't actually go in with concealer and like define out the crease and actually cut the crease. But I'm pretty much doing that with this brush. And I'm just taking that color a bit above my natural crease. Again, I have hooded eyes, so this is going to help so that you can actually see this color on my eyes when they're open. Going back in with that first brush. What is it? A Morphe. I had it listed. A Morphe 139 tapered brush. I love that brush, by the way. So next I'm going to go in with a darker shade. It's called Central Park. It's a brown. And I'm going to use this Morphe 321. It's a bullet crease, a bullet crease brush, and it's very tapered. It's very pointed. That's the term, bullet, and I can focus that color exactly where I want it. And this is just gonna help to again warm up the outer V of my eye. I'm just placing it right in that outer V area. I'm gonna blend it out just a little bit to add more warmth to my eye, create a bit more definition. I'm gonna go back in with Jax with the blending brush and just blend all of those colors in together so that there aren't any harsh lines. And we're almost done with the eyes. Like, this was a super easy look, but as you can see, like, we've only used like what, 4 shadows so far. The colors are just absolutely beautiful. Again, I'm going back in with Roxanne. This was the very first shade that I used just to blend everything back in together. I wanted to bring the color up just a little bit higher. And next I'm just going to go in with this lighter brown. It's called Pukey. I think I'm saying that right. But it's just a very soft, light, matte shade. And I'm popping that directly underneath my brow bone and blending it in. But yeah, these shadows were extremely pigmented. I was very impressed with the color payoff and the blendability. So I went ahead and did my wing liner off camera, and I'm starting off with vitamin E oil. I have dry skin, and the colder it gets, the drier my skin gets. So I have to make sure that my skin is hydrated and moisturized. So vitamin E oil first. Next, I'm going to go in with my Benefit Cosmetics POREfessional Primer, focusing this on where my pores are the largest. Then I'm going to go in with another primer, Maybelline Master Prime Blur and Smooth. Again, I'm creating a smooth canvas for the products. Another primer, Skindinavia Primer Spray, and one last spray, Mario Badescu Rose Water. That's just going to add more hydration, and it also leaves my skin a bit tacky, which is good because it helps my makeup have something to stick to. So now that my skin is all primed and prepped and moisturized, I'm going to start highlighting, and I'm going in with Toffee by LA Girl Cosmetics, and then I'm going to go in with Fawn. Toffee is just a little bit lighter than Fawn, so I'm putting that directly under my eye and then Fawn on the outer areas. And I'm taking this Morphe brush to blend it out. Certainly use a beauty blender. This face portion that you're seeing is pretty routine. I've kind of been doing this recently. If you guys are getting tired of it, I'm so sorry. But this is what I did. Figured I might as well show you guys the entire face. So just blending out my concealer. So next I'm just going to take a clean cosmetic wedge. Again, you can use a beauty blender. I'm just using this wedge to press the concealer into my face. It's also helping to blend it out a little bit more and absorb any excess product. I don't want to be cakey. I want this just to look like a better version of my skin. So I'm going to go in with a little bit of foundation. This is by Black Opal, the True Color Pore Perfecting Foundation. I am in the shade All Chocolat. So I literally just take a little bit of that, wet in my e.l.f. powder brush with some more Mario Badescu spray, and I'm going to blend that foundation into my highlighted areas. Guys are familiar with my channel, then this is not uncommon to you. But if you're new, I just don't see the need to cover my entire face with foundation and then go in with highlighter. I just start with highlighter where I need it and then put the foundation where I need it and blend the two together. It just helps prevent layers, which can cause cakiness. So that's the reason why I do that. I'm setting my highlighted area with the Sacha Buttercup powder. And again, I don't bake. I already have dry skin, so I don't leave it up there for a duration of time. I'm literally just placing the powder on just to set that concealer. If you notice, when I first applied it, it looked very shiny and wet. This powder helps to dry it, helps to literally set it in place so that it doesn't move throughout the day. Then I'm just brushing any excess off. So next I'm going to contour with this concealer stick by Morphe. It's in the shade Tiramisu. I was really impressed with this concealer. It was very creamy, easy to blend. So yeah, don't mind me. My daughter was shaking the table that I had the camera on, and I was just like, you need to move back. You're shaking the camera. But yeah, so it was very easy to blend. I got a little sloppy with the nose contour, but never fail. I'm gonna fix it and blend it. It was a little bit too much, so you're just gonna see me going back and forth trying to blend that contour line out. Don't want it to look unnatural. I just want to add a little bit more definition to my nose. And then I'm going to take this e.l.f. contour brush. I must have been rushing because typically I wet the brush, but I didn't even wet it. But the crazy thing is I didn't even wet it and it was still so easy to blend. That's how I know that this concealer is like dope, because I didn't even have to wet the brush and it literally just blended right into the rest of my makeup. So had it been a bit tougher, I would have had to go back and wet that brush to help it blend better, but didn't have to do that. Just going back in with the brush I used to apply my foundation, just to buff everything out. Again, we don't want any harsh lines. Next, I'm going to go in with my black Radiance contour powders. I'm taking that medium and dark shade and just going over where I contoured to set that cream powder and to just add a bit more definition. And I'm taking the darkest shade only along my jawline. I don't know why I can't talk, you guys, sorry. Along my jawline to just slim that baby up a little bit, just a little bit. So I'm just taking this large, fluffy powder brush, blending everything together. And next I'm going to go in with blush. This is the Juvia Place Saharan Blush Palette Volume 1. And I'm going to go in with this beautiful shade. It's called Neo. It's so pretty. It reminds me of MAC's Ambering Rose, but it's a little bit darker, like it's a maroonish type shade. So beautiful, especially for fall time, for this time of year. I love it. Absolutely love it. And it complements the eyeshadow so well. So on to my favorite part, highlighting. I'm going in with this illuminating powder by the brand Frances J Beauty. I'll have her website listed in the description bar below, but this is a black owned independent company, and so I'm going in with the highlighting powder on all the areas that I would typically highlight. Such a beautiful, see, I don't know what's going on. It is such a beautiful golden shade, and I'm just blending that in so that I'm glowing but not looking like a disco landing strip. And then I'm going to go in with her illuminating setting spray, also in the shade or the color Miy Dream. And this just adds like a luminosity all over my entire face, onto my neck. It's just like a natural shimmer effect. Like whenever you move, the sun hits. So gorgeous. And I just wanted to up that glow a little bit more. Y'all know I love to shine and glow and highlight and all that good stuff. So I just went in with a little bit more highlighter. Again, making sure that I'm blending it all out along the way. And that's it. Gonna go ahead and set my face with the Skindinavia makeup spray. And I'm going back in with the Mario Badescu spray, because that finishing spray can sometimes dry my face out a little bit. So while I do love the staying powder, I'm so sorry guys. While I do love the staying power of the finishing spray, I don't want it to over dry my skin. So that's why I combated that with a couple extra pumps of the facial spray. So to finish off the eyes, I'm just going back in with two of the colors that I used on my eyes. Well, actually three. I had them listed. Just to bring the eye look together. This is a step that I kind of always forget, and I always blame it on the fact that I wear contacts and I have really watery eyes, but that's no excuse. I just have to remember to put eyeshadow under my eyes more often, because I really do love the way that it looks. So I remembered for this look. Hope you guys like it. And that's it.
All right, you guys, if you have made it to the end of this tutorial, thank you so much for rocking out with me. Off camera, I just applied some mascara, Maybelline Lash Sensational. I just got this. I'm super late, and if you guys are familiar with my channel, like, I always use Maybelline mascaras, but this bad boy right here is like, it looks like I have on falsies, like, and I don't. I just have on 2 coats of this. So that's what I put on for mascara. For the lippy, I did a combination. They're both by ColourPop. The darker shade is Ellery. I think I'm saying that right. She's another YouTuber. This is her shade collab color that she came up with, and it's named after her channel. And then for the center, I used Calypso, which is this shade right here. So that's what's on the lips. And I just added a little bit of my e.l.f. Warm Tan highlight right on my Cupid's bow. And that's all I did off camera. So, as always, I hope you guys enjoyed this look. It was fun creating this for you guys. If you have any questions, comments, leave them below. Don't forget to give this video a thumbs up if you liked it. And by all means, feel free to share it. If you are not already, please subscribe to my channel so you can stay up to date with all future videos, tutorials, all that good stuff. And until next time, guys, be blessed. Bye.
You're not done yet.
I am done.
No.
Now I'm done.
No.
Yes.
No.
Why can't I be done? What would you like me to do?
I feel to get your colors on your face.
I have all the colors on my face already.
You don't.
Why are you talking like that?
Cause it is don't wait.